Pancha-kalparuscha kripasinabheva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Gaur Premanande Haribo. Good morning, everybody. Hare Krishna. So yesterday we were in downtown San Francisco and we had a program at Salesforce. And during that program, we had a Harinam Sankirtan inside the building in a conference room. There's about 50 people there who started off a little bit stiff and wondering if they should be doing that. But at the end, when the kirtan stopped, we noticed that everyone was noticeably uplifted and transformed. And I was speaking with some of the devotees who noticed the same thing. Just by chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, we associate with Krishna. We are in Krishna's immediate proximity in a very special way through the avatar of the holy name. And as the Bhagavatam says, just by such proximity, we develop all Krishna's qualities. So the most advantageous of all practices is to stay in Krishna's proximity. Now, of course, the holy name can be there. We can think of other things, but japa is the opportunity to very deliberately bring our mood into a prayerful mood. Not many people have that unless there's an emergency, and then they say, oh, God, please help me. But we have the opportunity to proactively bring our mood to, I'm helpless, Krishna, please help me. And at the same time, Krishna's right there in his holy name. Even as we're speaking the holy name, he's dancing on our tongue. So let's take this opportunity to be fully aware of our need to call out to Krishna, and just from the heart and with a sense of helplessness, repeat the holy names. We'll start with the Panchatattva mantra. And feel free, anyone, to turn on your cameras. Every camera that's turned on adds a new sense of life to the assembly. And let's do this together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Make your mind one with the mantra, and the mantra one with your mind. Whatever cognitive load you're carrying around, all the things you're trying to solve externally with your mind churning, just let that go. Drop the load and just be one-pointed. You have full permission by the Shastra and by Krishna himself. Just be fully absorbed in the mind, in the mantra. Mind in mantra, mantra in mind, one thing. No other thing. Drop the load of cognitive dissonance and all the problems. Just leave them by the side and leave it to Krishna for now. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Last 5 minutes, the focused 5. Imagine you're being swept away by a raging river and you're being helplessly drawn towards the waterfalls where you'll be dashed over the edge, and you're reaching out for help, and the only help coming to you is from the holy names. Just be fully aware that that's us in this world. We're being swept away by the powerful forces of time, and we have to reach out and take shelter. And let Krishna grab us, grab his hand, grab the holy name. Go, Hare Kṛṣṇa. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Congratulations, everybody. You can add this to your portfolio. I was there. I chanted Hare Krishna. I got up early. I dropped what I was doing and I sat and chanted with the devotees, gave full attention to the holy name. This some people don't achieve after millions and millions of lifetimes, but all of you have this conviction, Vasudeva sarvamiti. Vasudev's everything. You also have śraddhā, which means śraddhā-śabde-viśvāsa sudṛḍha kṛṣṇe bhakti kaile sarva-karma kṛta hoy. That if I chant Hare Kṛṣṇa and I give my full attention to the holy name, then everything else will be perfectly executed in my life. Nothing else needed. Vedeṣu, yajñeṣu, tapaḥsu, caiva, dāneṣu, yat puṇya-phalaṁ pradiṣṭam, atyeti tat sarvam idaṁ viditvā, yogī pranam sthanam upayati chadyam. That is, Krishna assures us at the end of the 8th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita that if you just give yourself to Krishna and the process of devotional service, you achieve the results of everything else you're trying to achieve in your life. This is why you're here. This is very deep. So this is no small accomplishment to be able to sit and chant Hare Krishna. Most people can't do it. The mind is raging. There's problems to solve. I feel depressed. I feel attracted to something else. But the fact that you show up means that you've evolved spiritually over many, many lifetimes to come to this position. So take advantage of it, that you know this, and that you know that all the Vedas are pointing to one thing, the holy name. And that's by taking part every day in the chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, finishing 16 rounds. You're following the instructions of the Acharya, which means you're safe. So stay safe. Let's take a few quick reflections. How did it go for you today? What are your realizations? Rivik.
I was thinking today, like 5 minutes ago, how Prabhupada was such a great devotee. He didn't spend a single breath without thinking of Krishna. But here in our material world and our nature, we can spend like millions of seconds without thinking of Krishna. We're just like a pond in a big ocean. But Prabhupada is the water inside of the ocean, covering most of our planet.
Thanks, Rivik. Gita Priya.
I was also thinking about how Prabhupada was an ocean of mercy and how he brought the Hare Krishna mantra to us. And now we can sit and chant together even if it's on Zoom and we're still getting that pleasure.
That's right, carrying on the vibration that's been passed down to us. Thank you, Gita Priya. Three more. Akshara-Nitai.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. I was recently reflecting on this one section, Krishna book. This is Brahma's prayers to Lord Krishna. And there's one paragraph where Lord Brahma is talking about saying to Krishna, please excuse any of my faults. This is, you know, my nature. Sometimes this happens, but you are so great that you count even the smallest things that I do, that anybody does. And so I'm begging for your mercy. And I just found that very like a very nice mood that was set, especially from the head of our sampradaya, Lord Brahma himself. And I just read it recently, so I was thinking I've also made so many just mistakes just because of the nature that I've evolved with in this world. But if I just do a little bit for Krishna, he can count that as well.
Attitude is everything, right? Fantastic. Thank you. Two more and we are on our way. 3, 2, 1. Ambarish, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I just had a quick question regarding the 10th offense, which is to remain attached to material things and lacking faith in the name. What are some practical things we can do to avoid that offense and improve our chanting quality?
Read the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam exposes the futility of material attachments. And in the Bhagavatam, it's mentioned that if you study the nature of our attachments, they become ludicrous to us. If you actually look at them carefully rather than just giving into them and see what is it actually that I'm doing here and what are other people doing who are attached to material things. If you go way high up and look down through the eyes of the Bhagavatam, through the lens of the Bhagavatam, then you'll see like, oh, this is really insanity to be attached to temporary things. Plus, the Bhagavatam takes you through scenarios to show you what happens when you remain attached. Over and over again, you see those like Puranjana. And follow his story from beginning to end. You want to see how this turns out? Here's how it turns out. Not a noble ending when one remains a hero in the material world by like, oh, I can handle this. Nobody else can. And look at modern people who are so supposedly great heroes. They end up feeble in this material world. So study it. Look at it with your intelligence and understand that this is a kind of folly, not a kind of folly. It is directly folly to engage in the senses with their objects in a way of inordinate attachment without any connection to Krishna. It's a waste of our senses. Okay, last one. 3, 2, 1. Advaita Chandra. Well, how nice to see you here. Please go ahead.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Maharaj. I thought I would just share that it's so nice, so happy, and I'm so grateful. And I was thinking about this during my japa session as well. Of course, mind was wandering as usual. I was trying to bring it back to the point. And it was easiest to bring it back to the point of gratefulness, how happy I am to be able to chant with you and chant with all the Vaishnavas here. Krishna has put me into really busy situations where I've not been able to attend these type of meetings, and I'm really happy. Yesterday night I booked a room in the library, which is where I am right now on campus, and I'm just I was just thinking about gratefulness, how Shastra says that by the mercy of the Lord one gets the association of Vaishnavas that one loves, like the three categories: snigdha, ashay, satovare, sajatiya, same mood. They they love you, they have affectionate corner for you, and they are more advanced than you. So it's by Krishna's mercy only that we can get association of Vaishnavas like these. And I was very, very grateful that I could come and chant today.
Yeah, gratitude. So the precursor to developing pure love of God, as gratitude means it traces back to the person. You can only have gratitude for somebody who did something intentional for you. And when you realize that Krishna is intentionally kind to us, always, then we become aware of his personality in our lives. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm deeply grateful to all of you for coming here today to chant Hare Kṛṣṇa together. It's not an ordinary thing. It is the most important of all the things we do. Everything else can wait, but not this. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatapa, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Lakshmana Shringadev. If you so desire, please let everyone who joined Japa Jol today drop their cognitive load, knowing that you're the supreme controller, the owner of everything, and that just by chanting your holy names and remembering that you're the doer, not us, and engaging in your service, that our lives will be fully successful and fruitful. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this prayer, in whole or in part, please add an appropriate emoji to express your deep feeling. Hare Krishna. Vanchagoptarusha kripasindabevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Listen, do this today. Keep the mantra going. Even though you got to walk from one hallway to one classroom to the next, or you're cooking, or you're doing whatever you do, keep the mantra going. Don't let that river of the material world carry you away. Stay in Krishna's embrace by holding on to his lotus hand by chanting the Maha Mantra. Okay? Say yes. I need a verbal yes. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Kṛṣṇa.
Sarva.
Hare Krishna.